Hello everybody on this Sunday afternoon, May 20th, 2018. Are you ready for some down-home country cooking? Well, I've got that going on today. I've got some fried chicken. I've got some all gratin potatoes. I'm going to cook a peach cobbler, and it's no telling what else I'm going to fix on this beautiful Sunday afternoon. To start off, I'm going to talk about the chicken and what I've got going on. First of all, I took 8 boneless, skinless chicken breasts, and I'm taking a shortcut. I don't have time to do the whole bird, but I got boneless, skinless chicken breasts, and I cut them in half, and I've got them in a mixture of buttermilk, about 3 to 4 eggs, some onion powder, garlic powder, salt, paprika, black pepper, and I added a few drops of hot sauce. And we're not too crazy about spicy food around here, but the hot sauce is just going to give it that flavor, as well as the other spices. Now, you want to use probably at least 2 to 3 teaspoons of each spice. Now, I've been letting that marinate for about 30 minutes to an hour, and I want you to come with me to the stove. And by the way, this is going to be the coating that I put in this container for the chicken. I got some flour, and I pretty much added the same spices that I did in with the buttermilk mixture. Now, let's come to the stove, and I'm going to talk about some all gratin potatoes. I already got some potatoes peeled and sliced like you would potato chips. Make sure that you butter the pan first before you put the potatoes in there. And I've already got some cheddar cheese in there too. And in the pot, what I did was, since I have a large pan here of that I'm going to be making au gratin potatoes, I took 1 stick of butter and melted it, and a half a cup of flour, and you cook that together just like you would make gravy and biscuits. And I added some salt, some onion powder, and some garlic powder, and some black pepper, and I stirred it until the flour gets good and brown. You don't want to eat raw flour. It would just ruin the whole thing. And then I added 4 cups of milk, and make sure that you stir this constantly until it's thickened or almost thick. Now, if you want to make a smaller version of au gratin potatoes, you can by just cutting this recipe in half. And you can tell that this is coming along very well, and you want to get it really thick. Not real thick, but almost, because when it cooks in the oven, everything is just going to come out perfect. Now, what you could do, and I guess I probably could have done it myself, was to put the cheese in here. You can use any kind of cheese that you want. It's all going to come out really good. Please excuse the rocking of the pot. Everything is turning out very good. All that you're basically doing is making a white sauce. Like I said, this is almost like making gravy. You have to stir this constantly. Now, I think that is good enough, and I want to check this right quick and see the consistency. Oh, that is perfect. That is how that you want it. You want it to be almost thick, but not really thick. Okay? Now I'm going to pause this, and I'm going to pour this over the potatoes and cheese. Alright, it's a good thing that I doubled the recipe on the sauce, because that was enough to fill up this pan and to cover the potatoes. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover this with foil tightly. I'm going to put it in a 400-degree oven and bake it for about 45 to 50 minutes. Then I'm going to remove the foil. I'm going to add some more cheddar cheese, and I'm going to bake it for about 15 to 20 minutes longer. It may have to take a little bit longer since I used a large amount of potatoes. And I want you to stay tuned. There's going to be about a couple of more videos on my down home country cooking, and I want you to stay tuned for the second part of my down home country cooking.